Morning, guys. Oops, I just dropped a hair in my breakfast. Yum. Okay, so I just made breakfast, which is a smoothie bowl. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what I put on Instagram. So it's the regular green smoothie that I have, but I just put it in a bowl and put a bunch of fruit on top, coconut, blueberries, and pomegranates. And we'll see how the photo comes out. I think it's pretty, but I don't actually really eat food too much like this. It just looks pretty on Instagram, but I have a lot more smoothie left over too. So I'm gonna eat this out of the bowl, and then I'm gonna have the smoothie in a mason jar. Hopefully I can get through it. I just made a ton of smoothie today, so we'll see. I'm pretty pumped up about this whole Instagram thing because I feel like this is gonna keep me on track with my eating too, because I just came up with a great idea for how to do soups as well, and I'll show you that later. Oh, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's just instagram.com/thewateringmouth. I'll put a link for it down below. There's always a link for it down below, but I'll put it very obviously. Okay, see you soon. Bye. Okay, maybe I changed my mind. Eating it like this is actually really awesome. I love it. Okay. I just learned something, you guys. I really, really like just eating it with a spoon like this. That's it. Today, one thing I have to do, you guys, is process all of these greens, just like I did last time. I have a bunch of dino kale here, curly kale here, and then collard greens here. With the curly kale, I'm going to take it off the stems, wash it, dry it, and then break it up. Probably very, very small, and I'll freeze a bunch of it so I can use it for smoothies. Because I'm not a huge curly kale fan as far as salads go at this point. Oh, some of it's going bad already, so I need to hurry. So I'm doing it today. And then the dino kale, I'm going to do what I did with it earlier in the week, which was wash it, dry it, and break it up and put it into a big bowl with some paper towels so it can sit in the fridge for when I need it for salads. This is 3 heads here, which will last only about, I don't know, 3 or 4 salads or something, 4 or 5 salads maybe. And then the collard greens, I am gonna probably do the same thing I do with the curly kale, just get it ready for smoothies, but I'm gonna keep this in the fridge because this will go a little faster. You guys, I'm prepping my salad. Look at this little thing. It's a little collard green. Hi. The end. Seriously, I thought I'd show you what I'm doing. I'm breaking down all my greens. This is something I'm going to try to do a couple times a week now, so it's easier like whenever I buy them. So the first thing I did, which I showed you guys that I did that a couple days ago, I broke down my kale, or my dino kale anyway. So here it is in a big container with paper towel at the bottom. Tons of it in there, and I just have paper towel to soak up the water, keep it covered. As I said earlier, I'm going to do the same thing with my curly kale over there too. And then here's my collard greens I'm breaking up, same way, putting it in a bowl. This way I can use it for smoothies and stuff very easily and throw a bit of it into salads, raw, whatever. So that's what I'm doing to prep some greens so they're easier to pull together for meals during the week. And I still have Buddha bowl stuff in there from earlier. I don't know. Like, I really need to eat it now because I feel like it's all going bad. That's the problem with me, is like when I get on a kick where I think I'm gonna like do something all the time, then I end up getting sick of it. So I'm gonna overcome this about myself, and I'm gonna eat salads and smoothies and soups, and that's gonna be it. And then other things sometimes, but okay, I want to show you guys what I'm doing with the curly kale. It takes up so much space. This is only half of what I had. I have a whole other bag over there to take care of too. But I want to show you what I'm doing to make my life easier. I have this Oxxo salad chopper. I've had it for a long time, and this thing is indispensable in my kitchen. It's this really heavy-duty, awesome plastic bowl, but it comes with a double pizza cutter. I'm going to put a link for this down below in case you're interested, but here's what it does. So basically you have a full bowl of salad. Watch this. I'm going to chop it. You're going to see how quick it is. I'll tell you how long it was, and see how much, see, this is an entirely full bowl. Watch. Hold on, let me get you up a little bit higher somehow. I knew that was going to happen. That was perfect timing. Okay, so done with that. Check this out. It's half the size, you guys. The other thing I love about this is the way that you use it. So instead of traditionally you would use a knife to chop this, and you get a lot of wrist action, your hand hurts a little bit, you get some pain. I get a lot of pain in my wrist actually when I cut so much when I'm chopping. But this I love because as you're using it, watch, when I push it down into the bowl, I let it go along the side and just like follow the side of the bowl naturally. And when you push down, you're pushing down right here. All you have to do is push and it goes down the side of the bowl and you just turn it. And then this action, this pressure is so much easier to do than chopping, like with a knife. So this kind of kale would have taken me, I mean, I chop quickly, so it's, you know, it's much faster than a knife, but still, it's the work that it takes. It's like the actual physical work that it takes to chop this kind of a kale, especially this small. It takes a lot of work on the wrist, and so this makes it a lot easier. So if I'm processing a lot of stuff like this at a time, this bowl is completely indispensable. Now, the way that it chops it, see, it's kind of like wet and dark and very, very chopped up. This is the kind of kale that I'm not going to store in the fridge because it's going to go bad like in a day or two because it's so wet and it's so chopped up. This is the kind of kale I'm putting in the freezer. So I'm going to put it in the freezer so I can keep it nice and fresh and tons of nutrients and stuff. But this way it doesn't go bad quickly. I can just throw it into smoothies and it's all set that way. A link for this bowl is down below if you want to pick it up off of Amazon. I bought this for friends as well so they could have the same thing and they love it as well, so check it out. All right, check this out. All my curly kale, the stuff that I'm not super into but that I chopped up so I could put it in the freezer, is here. This was 3 huge bags worth. You can see all the good nutrients coming out. I've got my collard greens in here and all my other dino kale in here. This is for salads. This is for kind of throwing in smoothies or in salad a little bit, and then this is clearly for smoothies. So actually I can pull out this regular curly kale and just put a little bit into salads as well when I want to. So time to make lunch. All right, it may not look like much, but oh my God. This is the same salad I make on my Instagram. Just chop everything up over a bed of cheesy kale salad and it is delicious. And I am going to go mow on this now. See ya. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see me very good, but I'm relaxing watching some TV. I'm eating a date. Big, juicy, delicious, amazing date. And I also have a bar of chocolate. Dark chocolate, 70%. Oops, upside down. Waiting for me to eat it in a minute here. I probably won't have the whole thing because I got sick of it about halfway through, but 3/4 of the way through. Dessert time. Our Nutritarian nugget for today comes from Eat to Live Like Normal. This is by Dr. Joel Fuhrman, and there's a link for this book down below. This is one of the frequently asked questions about nutritarianism, or this particular lifestyle that I'm always talking about on my channels. This comes from page 228, and the question is this a low-calorie diet? Yes. Excess calories don't just make you overweight, they shorten your life. This diet style enables people to feel satiated with 1,000 to 2,000 calories per day, whereas before it took 1,600 to 3,000. The simple trick is to receive lots of nutrient bang for each caloric buck. This is true. This isn't just like marketing or something. It's true. It actually happens. Of course, those who are considerably active or involved with exercise or sports need more calories, but that's okay. They'll have a bigger appetite and need more food to satisfy their hunger. Simple. They will get more protein and other nutrients needed for exercise by consuming more food, not a different diet. More protein just comes from more food. You don't have to have protein shakes and things like that. Okay. Some people can lose weight merely by switching their calories to a healthier plant-based cuisine while maintaining approximately the same caloric consumption. Chinese consume more calories than do Americans, yet are about 25% thinner than Americans. This is because the modern American diet receives about 37% of its calories from fat, with lots of sugar and refined carbohydrates. The combination of high fat and high sugar is a metabolic disaster that causes weight gain independent of the number of calories. Other people are not able to lose weight as easily. They need the entire package. The metabolic benefit of the natural plant foods, along with the satiety that results from both the greater bulk of my unlimited foods and the consequent nutrient fulfillment. These patients need even fewer calories. The good news is they can be satisfied with fewer calories permanently. This is me. I fall into the second category here. I can't just, eat plant foods and be thin or lose weight or whatever. I have to really be eating bulk and doing everything right and that kind of thing. The Eat to Live plan has both these benefits, making it a powerful weight normalization plan as well as the healthiest possible diet. But the thing is, I never, with any other diet or any other thing that I tried to do, I was never successful long term. I could never keep it going. I would always slowly gain the weight back. This is the first lifestyle change that I've ever attempted that actually just kept me where I wanted to be long term. The menus, recipes, and strategies for eating explained in this book also make it possible to achieve the current dietary guidelines of the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute of the National Institutes of Health for those desiring to lose weight. According to these guidelines, women should choose a diet with fewer than 1,200 calories a day, and men one with fewer than 1,600. So, did you ever try to lose weight on less than 1,600 calories a day, standard American food, like meat and potatoes and pasta and stuff like that? It's so hard because you have to eat so little food. You can't eat anything. It's so frustrating. But with this, you eat massive quantities, and you can see that in my videos every day. And a computer analysis of many different diets has shown that the Eat to Live plan is the only way to meet the National Institutes of Health guidelines for calories while at the same time supplying adequate nutrients and fiber content. Even the dietary menus for the 1,200 to 1,600 calorie diets published in the National Institutes of Health's Guide for Physicians do not meet the RDAs because the traditional American food choices are too low in nutrients. The NIH diets are too low in important nutrients such as chromium, vitamin K, folate, and magnesium, whereas the Eat to Live plans and suggested menus meet more than meet all RDAs within the NIH's caloric limits. You heard it here, folks. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. That means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!